Hi there, this is Tom Snyder at Gematrix, and I'd like to show you how to work with interfaces within the Java language. We begin by going into our package, right-click New Interface. An interface is a type within the Java language that can be used to define a set of rules or guidelines that any class that implements the interface must implement. I'm going to have an interface called Good Mannered Person. Now, what do we know about a good mannered person? Well, we say that a good mannered person will greet people, will respond when called, and will respect elders. Oh, that's good for now. Now, notice what I showed you in this. The public interface this time, before we saw public class. When we define an interface, we use the keyword interface. Like a class, our interface begins with a capital letter. Beginning and ending braces are used to define the boundaries of the interface. And then I define each of my methods. Notice the first method, greet people, returns nothing, void, but I use the two keywords that are default keywords called public and abstract. Abstract means that there is no code. There's no code. And the way we symbolize no code is we use a semicolon at the end of the method name. Respond when called will return a string. It too is an abstract method. No code, semicolon at the end of the method name. Notice I left out the keyword public. Public is the default modifier for a method in an interface. The last one, respect elders, also has no code, ends with a semicolon. This one returns void, nothing will be returned. I also left out both public and abstract from this method, as neither of them are required, but they are there by default. So I could have defined this as public, abstract, void, respect elders. I'm going to save my interface, and then I'm going to build a class in my package. New class. This class will be me, Tom. And I'm going to implement that interface. So I'm going to come down to the interfaces area, and to the right of it, I'm going to click on Add. And I'm going to begin entering in my good-mannered person. There it is. I'll click OK. And then I'm going to click Inherit Abstract Methods. What that will do is inherit or bring in all three methods from my interface into my class and provide an annotation of override, saying I'm overriding whatever was in the good-mannered person, which was no code at all. So I can greet people by just doing some system.out.println with hello. I can respond when called. Instead of returning null, I'll return some string. And then lastly, respect elders. I'll also just do a little system.out.println, and I'll just put something in there like this. So now each of my methods provides code. They provide an implementation. They provide the implementation that's required because I chose to be a good-mannered person. By choosing to be a good-mannered person means that I implement the interface, which means I must have each of those methods that are defined in the interface in my class. If I choose to remove one of those methods, I will be in error. The type must implement the inherit abstract method. So I'll put that back, save the class, and that's kind of the long and short there is to building a class based on an interface and first building the interface. I hope this helped. Thank you.